Tales of Veldrith. Book 3, The Quest of the Seeress. Episode 27, A Ship's Promise. The wind off the fjord carried the sharp scent of salt and brine as Eira and Leona stood on the docks of Jorvik, their eyes fixed on the harbour. Winter's grip had begun to loosen, and the icy waters now flowed freely, clearing a path to the sea. Dockhands moved busily around them, loading crates, coiling ropes and shouting orders as they prepared vessels for spring voyages. But one ship held Eira's attention. The Skjaldmere was a sleek longship, its prow carved into the shape of a snarling wolf. Its hull was dark with tar and seawater, and its sails, furled for the moment, bore the faded red and black sigil of a sun breaking through storm clouds. The ship had a reputation. Whispers of its resilience in cursed waters and storms that swallowed less fortunate crews. Eira's breath steamed as she waited at the edge of the dock, her pack slung across one shoulder. The eye of Eldrin lay far across the sea, in lands unknown. But this was the first step. Finding someone who would take her there was no small task. Most captains refused to even speak of crossing the vast Western Ocean, but she had been told one name: Sigrid Ironwake.
"She's a brute, that one,"
the tavern keeper had said.
"Takes no crew she can't trust, and no cargo she can't lift. But she's gone places no one else dares."
Now Eira and Leona stood waiting as footsteps rang out across the planks behind them.
"You're the one asking for Sigrid,"
a voice said, sharp as a drawn blade. Eira turned. Sigrid Ironwake was a tall, broad-shouldered woman with braided silver-blonde hair and a crooked nose that had clearly been broken more than once. She wore a bearskin cloak over a chainmail vest, and her sea-weathered eyes regarded Eira with cool appraisal.
"You're younger than I expected,"
Sigrid said.
"I've faced worse than the sea,"
Eira replied.
"I need passage west, beyond the far coast."
Sigrid's brows lifted.
"West of Vinland, into the uncharted blue."
Eira nodded.
"There's something I need to find. An artifact. It's urgent."
"And dangerous,"
Sigrid added.
"You know the waters out there are cursed, islands that shift with the tides, monsters that wear the faces of your kin, fog that sings."
"I'm not afraid of songs or shadows."
Sigrid studied her a moment longer. Then she grunted.
"Coin?"
Eira tossed a heavy pouch onto the planks between them. The weight of silver thudded solidly.
"And purpose,"
she said.
"Not just gold. I'm not sending my crew into death without cause."
Eira hesitated, then stepped closer.
"There's a man. Vest in us. He vanished after saving Jorvik. He's not dead. A seeress says he's tied to an ancient force. To find him, I need the Eye of Eldrin. It lies across the sea, in a land lost to maps."
Sigrid's lips curled into a faint smile.
"You believe in prophecies?"
"I believe in loyalty,"
Eira said. There was a moment of silence. Then Sigrid turned and gestured toward the ship.
"We set sail at dawn. My crew doesn't like passengers, and they like mystics even less. But I've seen things in those waters. I'll take you, but if you get us cursed, girl, I'll feed you to the sea myself."
Eira smiled.
"Deal."
The Skjaldmere creaked as Eira and Leona stepped aboard the next morning. The sky was slate grey, the wind brisk, and the harbour buzzed with last-minute preparations. Sigrid's crew moved like a single organism, disciplined, efficient, and silent. They glanced at the women with thinly veiled suspicion. They stowed their gear near the prow and checked their weapons: bow, sword, knives. As Eira adjusted the leather wrappings on her gauntlets, a shadow fell across her. A man stood beside her, bald, tattooed, with storm-grey eyes.
"You're the one chasing ghosts,"
he said.
"Name's Ulf, quartermaster."
"Eira. And they're not ghosts."
"They will be,"
Ulf said and moved on. The sail caught the wind with a loud snap. The ropes sang, the oars pulled, and Jorvik began to shrink behind them. Eira and Leona stood at the prow, their eyes fixed on the misty horizon. As the coastline faded, so did certainty. Fog rolled in thick and strange, coiling around the ship. Shapes moved beneath the waves, too large for fish, too slow for whales. The water glowed faintly at night, phosphorescent and unnatural. The sky turned violet during dusk, and the stars twisted in unfamiliar patterns. The crew grew tense. A man fell overboard one night and was never seen again. Another claimed the sea whispered his name. They passed an island that appeared on no map, its shores littered with the bones of ships and broken statues of forgotten gods. Still, Eira endured. She stood beside Sigrid at the helm, her resolve like iron.
You're not like the others.
Sigrid said one night.
You don't flinch when the sea growls.
I've faced worse.
Eira replied, watching the horizon.
And if I haven't yet, I will.
The journey was only beginning, but somewhere beyond the mist lay the eye of Eldrin, and with it the first thread of Vest in us's fate.
Thank you for listening to the Tales of Veldrith. Books 1 and 2 are now available in paperback and on Kindle. Visit mattytaylor.com for more details.